I'm just getting really tired of the people and their dogs around me.
So I'll come and climb up so high, reaching for a bite, yeah, because forbidden fruit is the sweetest kind.
You're balancing on top of a bottle right now, so don't fall. Guys, Nicole almost got attacked today. We just got back from our walk. We had a good while to walk afterwards, so we're not as shaken up anymore, but I'm just getting really tired of the people and their dogs around me. And I love dogs. It's just I have a firm belief that dogs need to be trained, and that when purchasing a dog, you should put some things into consideration. Like if you're going to be strong enough to hold your dog. Like simple things like that. So Nicole and I crossed the street because we're like rounding the block to finish off what would be, I guess that's like our 1.5 mile path that we do. So we're crossing. I see a bigger dog, looks like about 100-pound dog. And I see her owner like pulling her dog back, so you can tell that her dog's excited to see Nicole. Nicole doesn't like big dogs. She screams when she sees them, so I usually just wait for them to pass. So I ask her, which way are you going? And she goes, we're going left. I said, okay, we're going straight, you guys go first. Because we would have had to, like, they were here, we were here, we would have had to pass them. So I told her, because it was a shorter way to cross that way than for me to cross straight in front of them. So she starts passing with Fifi, and she goes, oh, she's really friendly. And I was like, yeah, my dog doesn't really like to play with other dogs. And she goes, oh, she's just a puppy. So this dog at 100 pounds is just a puppy. So I'm not sure that she's done growing, and this woman already can't hold her. So she's not a small woman either. I'd say she's like maybe a size 12, 14, not super slender. She, you know, maybe like 32, 33. So like young, pretty, looking like she can, you know, hold her own or whatever. But as soon as they start crossing, her dog is like pulling to get back to Nicole. And I was just gonna cross the street, but I was like, she's fine, I'll just wait here at the corner, because I was at the corner like by a 4-way intersection waiting for them to cross. So her dog's pulling, and then the lady has the leash wrapped around her hand like 5 times, and she's holding so tight, trying to get her dog to cross. And then, boom, just like in a flash of a second, the woman's on the ground, her dog is loose. By a 4-way intersection, I have Nicole's still on the ground because we're just chilling out waiting for them to cross. So Nicole has one of the adjustable leashes, so I grab the leash and I yank Nicole up, which is why it's really important, especially with small dogs. It's good with big dogs too. Our big dogs have always had harnesses. So Nicole's on her harness, I yank, pull her up, get her into my arms and have her up here. The dog's like circling me, jumping up on me, and I don't get frantic in these positions, so I'm just kind of turning to keep Nicole away from the dog because I know she's scared. She's like shaking up on my shoulder. And I'm like, no, sit, Fifi, sit. Her name's Fifi. Fifi, sit. Because she's moving around me too quickly for me to grab her. So she finally comes over to my left side. I have Nicole up on my right, and I'm able to grab Fifi's collar. Her owner's still on the ground, like yelling, Fifi, Fifi, on the ground. And I think the dog pulled her down pretty darn hard. Like, I heard the smack and I was like, oh crap, is this lady okay? So I'm holding her dog's like flailing, and I can feel like my whole arm can fit through the dog's collar. Like, feels like that, and some could fit through the collar, so it's too loose anyhow. So I grab it tighter because I feel her flailing, and I can tell that her head can slip out of the collar. And I'm not thinking about her getting to Nicole even. I'm thinking, we're at a 4-way intersection, like a 4-way stop. People are going, and if her head gets out of this collar, she's gonna get hit by a car. Which again, why your dogs need to be trained to know basic commands from anyone and accept them from anyone. Sit, stay, like, they need to know basic commands, if nothing else. So I'm holding her dog. She finally limps her way over, gets her dog. I don't even say anything to her because she's just been like brutalized by her own puppy, and she starts dragging her away, and like she's still flailing, like trying to get out, and I can see that her head and her ears are through her collar, and I'm like, and I just yell, her head, and she like sees that her head's coming down and pulls the collar back over her. And I'm like, that dog needs to be on a harness too. It'd be much easier to control her if she were able to like grab onto her harness and hold her like this, you know? But no, she has a collar on her. And I know that some people are all for collars, especially for bigger dogs. Our dogs have always had harnesses. We've had pit bulls in the past. Our pit bulls were amazingly behaved. They would never get loose after another dog. Like, our dogs were very obedient. And so is Nicole. You guys know Nicole's very well trained. So yeah, if you can't hold your dog, that might not be the dog for you, you know? There are plenty of dogs, not saying like, oh, get rid of your dog if you can't hold it. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying like, you should be able to control your dog in like a situation where there are other dogs and you're in the middle of public. And it's just so annoying because it's the second time that it's happened, not with that dog. Another lady loves to walk with her dog off leash. She swears her dog's so good, but every time she passes, her dog's jumping on the people behind her. And she crosses the street with like, she's walking and then her dog's still in the crosswalk, which is like my biggest pet peeve because people can't always see your animal over their car. And I'm like, if someone revved their motorcycle engine and your dog's in the middle of the crosswalk and gets spooked and you've already crossed the street, your dog's dead. Or if that lady that's dog got loose, if there's other people around here that have dogs that walk with their kids, if that dog would have gotten loose and been jumping all over someone's kid, your dog would have been in the pound. I'm a nice pet owner. The only reason I pick Nicole up is because she's old. If a dog jumps on her, it can break her hips, it can break her knees are already dislocating when she walks because she's, you know, she's an older dog. She skips when she walks because her knees and her joints. So if a dog jumps on her, it can cause her a lot of injury. So that's why I just swooped her up really quick. But yeah, like the lady with her dog off the leash, I had to tell her to put her dog on a leash a few weeks ago because I picked up Nicole. We were walking like this. I saw her coming, so I pick up Nicole. We're walking. The lady passes, her dog's right by me, but the lady's like 5 or 6 feet ahead. Her dog's jumping on me. So I'm like, hello, put your dog on a leash. Like, why is your dog jumping on me and you're way up here? And she's like, what? What happened? What's wrong with you? And I'm like, what's wrong with me? What's wrong is you're way up there and you have no idea what your effing dog is doing back here. Like, I love dogs. It's not the fault of the dog at all. It's the fault of the owner. And one, your dog shouldn't be off leash if it's not obedient enough to just follow behind you. And 2, your dog shouldn't be off leash at all because we have a leash law. We're not in the middle of a dog park. We're in the middle of the city. There's cars zooming by. We're on a sidewalk. You don't know how other dogs are going to respond to your dog. That's why we have leashes. That's the point of leashes, to keep us safe, to keep our dogs safe. That's the point. As you can see, Nicole's fine. Nicole, Nikki. I don't want to turn this because I don't want the camera to fall. Do you see? So she's fine, but she almost got eaten today by Fifi. And like, I was fine. I didn't get bitten or anything. She was like nipping a little bit, but like the lady said, her dog's a puppy. So it was like puppy nipping and like just like hand on the wrist. And I'm not afraid of dogs at all. So like, that's why I grabbed the dog. I wasn't like running away or anything because I was scared for the dog too. Like, her owner's on the ground and she's bucking wild, jumping up, flailing, like absurd puppy energy. Which is so cute but also really dangerous when we're right by a crosswalk and like all of these freaking cars. And people are so like inconsiderate here in Austin sometimes. Like, any place where there's traffic, people tend to be really inconsiderate. They're just worried about getting somewhere 30 seconds faster than someone else. So they're really not paying attention to what's happening. People barely wait for you to get out of the crosswalk before they start speeding off. That's why when I'm crossing, Nicole's always in front of me. Like, I make sure that there's no cars directly in front of us. She's always in front of me. She's not behind me ever because I don't want her getting hit by any means. So I did just get a package from Vanity Planet. This is not sponsored. I don't even know what this is, because sponsored videos, the way that they work, they ask me if I want to review something. I say sure, I'll try it out, and if it works out, we'll come up with a rate, I'll review it, we'll do a sponsored video. But all of those things are agreed upon before they ship me things. So I just got this random shipment and I did not ask for it, and I haven't agreed to do a sponsorship, so I don't know what it is. So I'm gonna open it so that we can all see together what it is. Yeah, I have no clue. We're gonna open this guy up. So we were actually, they've been testing fire alarms all morning, so that's why we were out of the house. We took a way longer walk than we usually do. We usually do like a mile to a mile and a half in the morning, and then the same at night. And they've been testing fire alarms, and it was just really loud, so we had to get out of the house. It was just, we had to get out. I see tissue paper. So on the way up, the FedEx, it was FedEx. He was in the elevator with us, and he's like, oh, I had a package for you all along. And I was like, oh, awesome. Hi Edyn, this is one of our brand new products that we would love for you to try. I hope you enjoy. Thanks for being such an awesome partner. And from my person at Vanity Planet. So, ooh, wow. I've actually been interested in one of these because I'll tell you guys why in a second. So like I said, I haven't agreed to do a review on this or anything, but maybe I will, because I love this type of thing. I actually do this, but the ghetto way. So this is the Era facial steamer. And you guys know how I am about like my face and steaming, and I sometimes like I'll steam a pot of like turmeric water, and I'll just put my head over it in a towel and let the steam go on my face. So this is like that kind of thing, I guess. I've never seen this. I browse their website pretty often because they have this new microderm abrasion wand, I believe, and I really want that because like I said, my skin is pretty clear, but like this, I had blackheads. Obviously I have a lot of blackheads, so once I extract, I instantly have scars. Like I scar super easy, so like my skin's flat, but there's just scars. So I wanted to try their microderm abrasion, and it does say high temperature steam, so be careful. Anyhow, that's the story of how Nicole almost got eaten this morning. She seems fine. I mean, she was a little weary after I yanked her up. She's like, oh my gosh, what's happening? But yeah, I'm gonna go over to the e.l.f. store because I need a couple of just like powder brushes, like cheap powder brushes, but I do really like a lot of the e.l.f. brushes, so I'm gonna run over there. Oh, and also for a setting spray. So I'll see you guys soon. Are you okay, sweet girl? Are you okay? She's had a stressful day. She almost got eaten, and then the fire alarms went off from 9 a.m. until about 1 p.m. Not like over and over, just like periodic chirping for them to test everything. So she didn't like that very much. She didn't like the firefighters coming in the house. 3 firefighters came in. She wasn't a fan. So she's had a rough day. She's gonna stay home while mommy goes somewhere, right? You feeling better? Was that a rough day? It was, wasn't it? I'm sorry. So I have bought these glasses from Key Australia. They're blue light glasses, and I just don't like the shape of them on my face. I like more of a, you know, I thought that I would maybe like the cat eye, and I have a wide face, so I was trying to go for like a wider style. But I mean, when I'm looking at them now, I like them. But when I look in the mirror, I don't really like the shape of them. So I ordered a different style, so I need to return these to UPS. Well, to Amazon through UPS. So I'm going to wipe them down and get them all repackaged and send them off. I'm walking over to e.l.f. because I know there's going to be no parking over there. But I dropped off my package in my car, so as soon as I leave e.l.f., I'll go over to the UPS store. And then I really want eggplant for dinner. Eggplant, I'm obsessed. My eggplant has officially replaced broccoli in my life, which that's a huge statement for me, but I just love it. Slimy goodness.
Girlfriend, you gotta get it right. Girlfriend, you gotta learn to fight. Girlfriend, you gotta get it right. Keep your eyes on the prize. Girlfriend, you gotta get it right. You gotta want it with all your might. Girlfriend, you gotta learn to fight. I know you're gonna be alright. You wanna make your way in this crazy world. Step up, girl.
So I had ordered from Amazon during Cyber Monday, and they gave you like a $12 credit to Amazon restaurants, to like Uber Eats or Postmates. So I got this salad. It's a rice noodle salad, and then some spicy eggplant for dinner. It's gonna be really yummy. So yesterday, by the time I got home from the e.l.f. store, I ended up going to Sephora. Whoops. I only got one thing there. I actually went for something else and they didn't have it, and then there was one lip gloss I wanted, so I picked that up. I'm only $148 away from Rouge this year, which I didn't plan on being Rouge, but with Christmas gifts, it might push me over. So, by the time I dropped off my package, it was dark and I didn't want to do a haul in the dark, so I figured I'd show you guys what I got. So, from Sephora, I got the Fenty Gloss Bomb in Fussy, and I have the other one, Fenty Glow, so I got this one. It's a little bit more pinky than that other one, and then the rest of my stuff is from e.l.f. Eyes, lips, face. Everything at e.l.f. is cruelty-free and vegan, so you don't ever have to worry about that when you go in. And I've never been to an e.l.f. store because there aren't a ton of them apparently, I guess just a handful. So it was really nice to see, and you guys saw the inside of that earlier. But I picked up the lip gloss in Nude Rose from Alyssa Ashley, which I love her here on YouTube. And then this gold gloss just spoke to me for some reason. It's the Modern Metals gloss, and the color, I don't know what the color is, but it's just this one. It's golden. I figured those would look really pretty together. I've been more into like a glossy lip than a matte lip for like a year now. And then the rest of the stuff are the things that I went, or the rest of the things are the stuff I went for. So I got the e.l.f. complexion brush because I have a big brush that I do my powder with, but it's just a little too dense for the Hourglass palette. It deposits too much to the skin, so I got that. And then I got a second highlighting brush because I like to use this for highlight. I like to use it for brush. It's just a really good brush. And then I don't have like an eyeshadow brush for some reason, so I got this concealer brush because it's just a flat top brush is what I needed, just a really flat brush that I could spray and wet to pack on my eyeshadow. So I got those three brushes because somehow, like, when I got all of my new brushes, I got rid of a lot of my old ones, but I got rid of like necessary brushes, or either I lost them, I don't know, both are possible. And then the only other thing I got are setting sprays. So I got the matte setting spray, and then I got the dewy setting spray. They do have a dewy version of like the original one, but it's not really dewy, it just has a lot of shimmer in it. So I don't like to shoot shimmer on my face. This one has a little bit of shimmer, but it's coconut, and the lady that worked there said she preferred this one over the other options. So I picked up the setting sprays, and then 2 lip glosses and 3 brushes is like $20 because e.l.f. is so affordable. I spent the same for 1 lip gloss at Sephora. I also got my Sephora birthday points because none of the gifts were vegan, so you can do 250 points instead. So I just went ahead and did that. So I'm gonna go ahead and actually clean up a little bit because the lady that cleans my house is on the way, and I don't want her to think I'm a complete slob. Well, they clean, but they don't tidy. They kind of tidy, like they load the dishwasher and stuff like that, but like I still haven't unpacked from when I was in Dallas, which I shouldn't because I think I'm going up in a few days because we want to see Once Upon a Deadpool together, and we don't know how long they're showing it. It loses its nostalgia after the holidays, right? So I guess I should just unpack though. I have like my yoga mat here too, like everything's just kind of in the living room, so I'm gonna just put put some things away, hang up my clothes so that she has like a clean slate, dirty slate to come in and work with. And she doesn't do everything, just like the bathroom, the tub, the sink, the floors, the surfaces, and like really dusting is the big thing for me. I don't really like to dust. I don't like to vacuum. I do it, but like some things in life you just need to delegate. Like laundry doesn't make me happy, so I don't do laundry. I drop off my laundry. Those are just things that I've learned in life. If I don't want to do it, I shouldn't have to. So, and it's helping other people out too, you know, it's their job. So I'm gonna go ahead and get myself organized because I'm going down to an office to work while she does her cleaning. So I need to get started on all of that. This is my real life lunch. A rice cracker with vegan deli slices, some mayo and mustard, and another rice one with, this one has peanut butter, and the peanut butter has like hemp seeds, flax seeds, chia seeds, a bunch of stuff, and then a little smear of vegan Nutella. Lunch. So we have someone upstairs doing a quick clean of our house. They're with Handy. I've used Handy in the past at my old house with Sarah. My old boss ended up using them. We all were using Handy for a good while. I haven't used them in a while, but Nicole and I are just chilling out in our little remote office. I have popped a squat on the floor, as I do, because I'm too good for chairs. But it's super cute in here. Super duper cute. I might record some yoga videos in here. But yeah, I want to go ahead and close out this vlog. I know, it was a short one. It was a short one. So I'll make it up to you. I don't know what to do. But I didn't want it to be longer than these 2 days, and I feel like the couple of rants that I had about pet owners were long enough to make this at least over 10-15 minutes. So hopefully that's good. Do you guys still like vlogs? If you stuck around to the end, will you DM me on Instagram? That's my Instagram handle. And let me know if you still like vlogs. I'm trying to figure out if you guys just don't like vlogs or if it's the algorithm. Because previously, like I've said, it's not about views, but views tell me what you want to see. So views are lower on vlogs, so that's telling me you don't want to see them. But I'm trying to figure out if that's true and honest or if it's another algorithm type thing. My What I Ate in a Days, they do good in the algorithm. They show up in recommendeds. So 65% of the people that watch my What I Ate in a Days are not subscribed. So I know that not even my base audience is really watching those videos or seeing those videos. They're just getting put into people's playlists more often, like the autoplay type thing, because they're recommended. So I know what's going on with those videos, but with vlogs, the analytics aren't really supporting either thing. Stick with me, please. So do you like vlogs or not? Because for a long time, vlogs were just about getting the same amount of views as What I Ate in a Day. They're both getting 8,000 to 10,000 views. A random title might get 16, 20. But vlogs were really on par with the What I Ate in a Days. But now I'm getting like 3,000 views on a vlog, which seems very strange. So that means either they're not being promoted or you guys don't like them, and I want to know which one. So I haven't been frequenting the comments as much as I used to. I plan on getting back to it. It's just I like to pop off. So even though most of the comments are good, when there's bad ones, I go keyboard warrior, and it's a practice to not do that. So until I have the practice down to not feed the trolls, as they say, I've been out of the comments. I still see them eventually. Sometimes in the first hour, I kind of go in and try to watch them and heart them in most times, most cases, or whatever. But DM me on Instagram and tell me like your full thoughts on vlogs. All right, that's all. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, remember to keep an open mind, keep an open heart, practice unconditional compassion, and don't take shit from anyone. I love you guys endlessly, and I hope you love yourselves even more. I'll talk to you really soon. Bye.